All right, time for Scott. It's the Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap in Star Trek.
Such a great show.
In case you think it's another one. He's in the new Lifetime movie Blue Smoke, where he plays a fire detective who mentors an arson investigator played by Alicia Witt. Okay.
I mean, the least I can do is solve this. He was already dead because of me.
Not because of you.
The bastard used Sirico's matches.
So we got a pizza first. Big deal.
Oh, come on. Those matches were deliberate. There's no way that was a coincidence.
You still think Pastorelli did this?
I'll cut your nosy nose off?
You're making this too personal. Hugh walked into a contracted mob burn. If he was a target, somebody got real lucky.
Now, I know you're here to talk about this movie, and
Yes.
we will. But you also played a quarterback.
Yes, I did.
Are you a big football fan?
A big football.
Were you tied to it yesterday?
Not as much as normally, but I was.
I touched the wallaby, so I don't know.
Hi, Scott.
Is Scott okay?
Did you touch the scorpion? Do you have like poison on your hands?
If I touch
scratch
the
your
wallaby,
finger, you die.
I touch you.
I pet the porcupine. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
So this is the Nora Roberts. So this is the one that Heather Locklear just did last week. She did the first one, I think,
Yes.
Angels Fall. I love that.
Did you see it?
Yes, of course.
right.
I loved it. Are there any good sex scenes in this one for me?
For you, many good sex scenes.
Excellent.
For
In fact, he'll show them
Just
to you.
for Joe.
you. Yeah, just for.
I
There's
like
one
that.
sex scene with a scorpion. There's another. No.
Now we're talking.
Now
One
we're
with
talking.
a kinkajou, I understand.
She always gets religious. It's amazing. Hey, Scott, Nora Roberts, isn't she the woman who has written 500 books?
It seems like that. I have to be honest. I didn't know that much about her
Well,
until I was
because
flying back and
Guys
forth.
don't. Guys
Chick
don't.
romance books.
Right, but then you go through the airport and you look and you see
There's
there's
unbelievable.
20 of them, and
then
then
she
the lady
writes
on
up-
the plane is reading one.
And she writes under another name
crying.
as well.
She what?
Yeah, she has another name. She's a bestseller under
She's
another
like
name.
Because
Stephen
she's that-
King, kind of.
She's
like
that
just-
prolific.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm not much into chick books. I've never read one, but I liked the movie, and so because there was sex and intrigue and murder in that one. What's yours about?
Sex and intrigue and murder.
I like.
Yeah.
I did.
And fire.
And fire.
Yeah, I'm an arsonist, and Alicia Witt plays an arson investigator.
Oh,
So she's-
interesting.
Yeah, in
How do you
Baltimore.
get into that mindset?
You're on a set that they burned. It's kind of easy.
It's called acting.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean,
But I've never understood an arsonist, that you would set something on fire, that you would...
I don't understand it either. But there's a fascination. I think a lot of people, especially the male side, has a fascination with fire.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of women have been
It goes
arrested
back to
as
your
arsonists.
hunter-gatherer days.
Something
But also
like that.
some
I hope
weird
not.
sexual connotation.
Yes,
Really?
around the fire.
Really?
What about losers setting fires that
didn't know
destroy
that
lives
part.
and wildlife and families? How
That
about
part
that?
I knew. I didn't know the sex part.
I'm not saying you're a loser, Scott. I'm saying
Thank
your
you. I
character.
appreciate
You're just
that.
playing
I'm
one
glad to
on
be here to
TV.
get that. Yeah. No, I'm not an arsonist. I'm an arson investigator.
You by...
Oh, I thought you'd
investigate.
say you're the
You made a
arsonist and
mistake.
she's the
I made a mistake.
investigator.
Oh,
Yeah, and
quite
you
possible.
led them down the path.
I did it. It was all me.
We
I play an
thought
arson
you-
investigator.
Okay, we thought you were the freaky guy who was starting the fire.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
maybe I should have been.
We feel better about you now.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
I actually, Scott, thought it was more interesting because I thought you were the arson investigator who was the arsonist.
And then
Maybe,
she
but maybe I
falls
am.
for him.
But maybe I am.
Yeah.
Okay, now
I'm
you
not-
see how you just did that
I'm
there?
not
Do you
saying,
see?
but I'm just saying.
And there's
Yeah.
sex in the movie.
Yeah.
Digging
case
that.
you
Lot
missed
of
that part.
fire. A lot of fire. Now,
fire.
does Scott Bakula have to go and audition for something like that, or they just call you up and say, we want you?
Happily, in this one, they called up and said, "We
That's a
want you."
nice feeling.
But it doesn't happen. I
Yeah.
audition.
You still audition?
Oh yeah.
What was the role that you auditioned for that you wanted so badly and didn't get and went on to be like a big flop? And so you went, ha ha ha.
Oh gosh, there's so many.
You're too classy to say that, huh?
No, I don't know. No, there's we audition so much, and you go in on so many
Yeah.
things that.
When you
You know,
walk
it's just
into
a
the
game of
room,
odds.
do you ever
Yeah,
walk
that's
into the
for sure.
room, and in the room are 12 friends of yours, all auditioning for the same role?
Yes. Yes.
Is it a comfortable thing when that happens?
It's it becomes a party kind of.
And do you
then
play mind games with them?
No. Only with people you don't know. No, it kind of actually is distracting. I'd much rather audition when I don't know anybody and not,
Right.
because you're talking to somebody you haven't seen him in 5 years.
Right,
and how
and then
your
you gotta get
kids,
into character.
Yeah, and I'd rather not do that. But, you walk in and everybody's in the same game, and there's no, it's not, the competition isn't against those guys.
Yeah. And also, it's part of the job, showing up and doing these things. You all understand that.
Yeah.
All right, it's called Blue Smoke. He's not the arsonist.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, maybe he's the
Maybe.
arsonist. We're not saying. It's on Lifetime next Monday night. It is Scott. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you.
My
again.
pleasure. Good to see you in person.
That's right.
You guys
You're
kept doing all the
usually
remotes on the
outside.
set, and